Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss the turning moment diagram. So first let me introduce about the flywheel. In the governor, we have studied that the work of the governor, the aim of the governor is to control the mean speed of the engine. Now, what is the meaning of the flywheel? Why we use flywheel in the engine? First, let me tell you about the turning moment diagram. This is also known as the crank effort diagram. This is also known as the crank effort diagram. Okay, sometimes it is called as the crank effort diagram. Okay, so it is a graphical representation of the turning moment or the crank effort for various position of the crank. Okay, here you can see in the diagram, this is the crank angle and this is the turning moment diagram. This is the turning moment. Okay, so for the different crank angle, we can represent the turning moment. Okay, here you can see this is the B is the turning moment and corresponding to the angle P, and this is B turning moment corresponding to the crank angle 90 degree. So what we can say, the turning moment diagram, it is a graphical representation of turning moment, turning moment for various positions of the crank, for various position of the crank. Okay, it is the plot on Cartesian coordinates in which turning moment is taken as the ordinate. This is ordinate. Okay, and this is abscissa. This is abscissa. So now in this topic, actually we are going to discuss about the turning moment diagram on the single cylinder double acting steam engine. I hope you just have to return this definition of the turning moment. I'm just removing it because we are discussing here about the single cylinder double acting steam engine turning moment diagram. Okay, so in this diagram you can see this is there is a crank angle which is having rotation from the 0 degree to the 360 degree. Okay, complete rotation of the crank. And we have discussed in the last chapter, that means the dynamic analysis of the single slider crank mechanisms. We have find out the torque, or you can say we have find out the turning moment. What is the turning moment we have get in the last chapter? That is T is denoted as Ft multiply R. Okay, where Ft denoted as the tangential force on the crank. Okay, or you can say this is the crank effort also. So what is the formula? We know that this is F upon cos beta multiply sin theta plus beta multiply R. So this was the formula where F denote the piston effort, where F denote the, here F denote the piston effort, and what is the R? This is F, which is denoted as piston effort, and R denoted as the radius of the crank. This is denoted as the radius of crank. Okay, and we all know the angle theta and angle beta. Theta angle is the angle rotation by the crank, and the beta is the angle rotated by the connecting rod with the horizontal. Okay, and n, if I'm talking about the n is basically the obliquity ratio which is having the value L upon R. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram. Now we need to understand the diagram carefully. This is the diagram, and here this is the turning moment T, and this is the crank angle theta. Okay, here you can see the turning moment is 0 when the crank angle is 0. Turning moment is 0 when the crank angle is 0. You can see here. So I'm just writing here at theta is equal to 0. At theta is equal to 0, turning moment is 0. Okay, and it is maximum when the crank angle is 90 degree. You can see here, this is the diagram, and it is maximum. This is the T max, maximum turning moment at theta is equal to 90 degree. T is equal to T max. Okay, T is equal to T max. And it is again 0 when the crank angle is 180 degree. Again 0 when the crank angle is 180 degree, and the graph is repeated. Okay, T is equal to 0. So it is shown by the curve ABC, and ABC and CDE is the similar as that of ABC. Okay, so now we are going to calculate the work done. That is very important. Work. What is the work done? How can we calculate work done? We all know that the work done is equal to turning moment. What is the work done formula? Turning moment multiplied angle turned by the crank. Angle turned by the crank. Turning moment multiply angle turned by the crank is denoted as the work done. And what is the unit? Newton into meter, or you can say Newton into meter, or it is sometimes called joule. Okay, now see here. If it is the if this is the work done, you can see here this is the multiplication of turning moment and the crank angle. So we can call this work done is represented by the area of the turning moment diagram. Yes or no? Per revolution. Area of the turning moment diagram. You can see the formula. You can see above relations that work done is equal to turning moment multiply angle turned by the crank. So the area of the turning moment diagram, represent the work done per revolution, work done per revolution. Are you getting my point? So this was the representation of the work done. That is the area of the turning moment diagram represent the work done per revolution. Okay. Now we need to understand in practical, if I'm talking about the practical cases, practically the engine is assumed to work against the mean resisting torque. What I'm going to say, this is the horizontal line you can see here. This is the mean resisting torque. This horizontal line represents the mean resisting torque. Okay, this horizontal line represents the mean resisting torque here. And I'm going to say that in practical cases, the engine is assumed to work against the mean resisting torque as shown by the horizontal line. Okay, here you can see this is the AF horizontal line, and if you see this is the AA, this is the height. This is the height of the turning moment diagram, but it is mean height. It is mean height of the turning moment diagram. Mean height of the turning moment diagram. Okay, so I'm just explaining this diagram, and on the basis of this diagram we will solve the questions. Whatever be the relation we got from this diagram, we will solve the question on the basis of the relations we got. So now we need to understand when the turning moment is positive, when the turning moment is negative, and when the turning moment will be zero. We need to understand this. Okay, now this is the mean height. Okay, and this is the mean resisting torque. So I can write here this is T mean. This is T mean. Okay, now when the engine torque, which can be any torque from 0 to T maximum, the value may be anything. Okay, T vary from T maximum, from 0 to T maximum. So this is the engine torque. So I'm saying that if the engine torque is more than the mean resisting torque, so I'm writing here if the engine torque is more than mean resisting torque, so we will say the turning moment is positive. So we will say the turning moment is positive. turning moment is positive. Okay, when the engine torque is more than the mean resisting torque, then we will say the turning moment is positive. Okay, and the crankshaft accelerate and the work done by the system, or you can say the work done taken as positive. So if the turning moment is positive, work done work done will be positive. Work done is positive means work done by the system. Are you getting my point? In the thermodynamics, you study that if the work is done by the system, then we will say that the work done is positive, and the work done on the system is considered as negative work. So this is positive. That means work done by the system. This is the work done by the system. Okay. And the third point is crankshaft accelerate in the case. This may be the theoretical questions. Okay. So you must understand this crankshaft in acceleration. Crankshaft accelerates. Okay. Now, if the turning moment of the engine is less than the mean resisting torque, so if you want to write the T minus T mean, and here T minus T mean, you can write that the difference. Okay. So the turning moment that comes out to be here negative. If the T is less than T mean, that means turning moment will be negative. Because when you subtract T minus T mean, you will get the negative value because the T is less than T minimum. So here the turning moment is negative. I'm writing that the turning moment. And what about the work done? The work done is also negative. And if the work done is negative means, what is the meaning of the work done is negative? Work done is negative means work done on the system. Work done on the system. And what about the crankshaft motion? Crankshaft in retardation. There will be retardation in the crankshaft. So I'm writing here the third point, that is crankshaft. Crankshaft retards. Okay. So now the third case. This is the first case, and this is the second case. And in the third case, that is also important, when both are equal to each other. This is the T. This is the T torque. Here I'm writing that torque. If you T is the basically torque on the crankshaft, at any instant, at any instant. Okay, so this is the torque T. Now in the third case, if you are thinking about that, when the torque of the engine is equal to the mean torque, you can see there is no such case because it becomes zero. Okay, so there is no such cases. If T is equal to T mean, you are going to say that the turning moment becomes zero. So there is no such cases. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the next topic, that is the work done. If you are solving the numericals, you have to need the formula for the work of the cycle. So if I'm talking about the cycle work done, that would be equal to the mean torque. And what is the cycle, complete cycle of 360 degree? Yes or no? You can see in the diagram, this is the cycle having completed at the 360 degree. So the theta angle turned by the crank, total angle would be the 2 pi, and this is the mean torque. So this is the formula for finding out the work done of the cycle in a complete rotation of the crank. Okay. So from here you can get the value of mean torque also. Sometimes it called as the mean T mean. Sometimes it is called as the mean torque. mean torque, and sometimes it is called as the resisting torque, or sometimes it is called as the load torque. All the things are representing the same T mean. Just the name is different. Okay, are you getting my point? So this was the formula for the cycle. Now you have to understand again what I have explained here. This was the turning moment diagram of a single cylinder double acting steam engine. This is the turning moment you can see here, and this the crank angle rotation is from 0 to 360 degrees, that means 2 pi. Okay, so here there is a horizontal line which represents the mean resisting torque. We need to consider the turning moment of the engine. Okay, if the turning moment of the engine is greater than the T mean, then we will say the work done is positive, and at this position the crank accelerate and the work done by the system. Okay, and if there is the T torque of the engine is less than the mean torque, so that means the crank is going to be in retardation, the crank retarded, and the work done on the system. Okay, you can see here that graphically it represents this area. Okay, so I hope you will understand. This was about the single cylinder double acting steam engine. Okay, thank you.